So, we're running a little late, as announced repeatedly, but we're here anyway. We're gonna do some Gruel today, because the full version came out a few days ago. Didn't have time in the schedule for it at that exact moment. But I had good enough time with the demo, so figure, nice, cheap, and cheerful little game. We may as well give it a go on a day when my schedule's already thrown off. Seems as good an idea as any, right? Those that missed the Next Fest demo, basically, this whole game is I believe, endless series of rooms in a Wolfenstein or Doom-esque first-person shooter, where you just run room to room, clear each room as best you can without dying. Your guns will break, they will run out of ammo, and try not to break yourself. That simple. Here we are. You can also kick things if you A, run out of bullets, or B, have something right up in your grill. Hopefully the volume balancing is alright. It seemed fine looking at the meters, but that's never a guarantee, as we all know. As great as it is to get this rocket launcher, I don't think it's gonna be long for this world, unfortunately. It does only carry 20 shots. Notice how the meter for the pistol is cracked already? The more you use a weapon, the more durability it loses. There's not an active, like, durability meter, per se. It just indicates by cracking the ammo meter more and more. So, you'll have to keep an eye on that a little bit. No reloading or anything to worry about with the pistol. There are some weapons that reload, kind of like this rocket launcher you see there, has to have a new rocket in. Thought this was an extra enemy. Got me good, video game. You got me good. Huh. Anyway, there's shops periodically like this one, where you can buy weapons, buy either health, ammo, repair kits, etc. You can throw weapons into this guy's lava bath here and get money back. You also get one free upgrade here in the middle. First hit is nullified. Scrapping a gun repairs the other one and gives you ammo and health. When you walk backwards, there's a barrage of bullets happens. I do backpedal a lot. That might be a really good idea. The other great idea is the seal of blocking, but I like this idea. Oh wow, the entire time I backpedal just keep shooting. Okay. I thought it was like a barrage when you first backpedal. So I was gonna start like stutter stepping backwards to spam tons of bullets. Turns out that's not how that's gonna work. The Scorp might be a good idea. The burst rifle's nice and cheap though. Let's get rid of the pistol and grab the burst rifle. I don't really care for burst rifles, but the price is right. And I definitely need something other than the rocket launcher. Oh, an enemy spawned behind me and I didn't realize. I was kind of hoping the blast radius would be big enough to get him. Turns out not so much. This might be a real short first trip. That is something to note, is these runs can be really short because it's quite easy to die. Burst rifle's out of bullets. A little bit of direct fire rocket takes care of all life's problems, though. Just gotta clean up around here and hope to get things. Oh well, that's an early start. Hey there, zombie. Thank you for the raid. What were you up to today? Hopefully you had a good time and all is well. Unfortunately, you might be dealing with the ad that happened at the beginning here, but hopefully you're able to hear. If not, we will circle back to that once the ad break ends here in a second. Either way, it's appreciated. go. Now we got bullets again. I keep reflexively trying to jump, but I can't jump in this game. Okay. I'm cleared. There he is. So far, so good here. How was your stream, Zombie? Hope you're doing well today, bud. And thank you for bringing the raid over in case you didn't catch it when I responded initially because of ads or whatever hoopla. We're just hanging out, having a bit of a rough go here at the beginning of Gruel. And we're dead. Yeah, unfortunately, I have it set to get the first ad out of the way near immediately, so it's a whole thing. I'm glad you're doing well. What did you end up playing today? You know, it's kind of funny how I'm slightly higher on the leaderboard with a kind of awful score than I was when I did the demo and got a better score. But we'll just go right back in. Because that's how this works, is you just... It's one of those die, repeat deals. Ah, nice. I have not seen much about Split Fiction yet, aside from... It's kind of another It Takes Two situation, was how it was described to me. Okay. I had heard it was same devs, but I didn't want to bank on that being true without having looked at it myself. Good to know they're keeping on with making more good work then. I will never get tired of just direct firing these bombs at enemies and the bombs themselves taking them out before the explosion even happens. Yeah, these skeletons are hella dangerous because they've got hit scan just like we do. Them and the rats you need to take out real quick or you're gonna have a real bad day. Because those Lamias at least have projectiles, so you can dodge those. And the melee guys, you know, obviously they're melee. They're not that big a problem either. Oh, I didn't realize I could grab a brick. Brick. Want my bomb launcher back, but the bricks are useful. Lord and Savior brick. Wow, I actually hit that. I'm somewhat impressed with myself for landing that throw. Where did my bomb launcher end up? There's my pistol. Right, I left the pistol this time. We're probably going to be ditching the pistol here. Tommy gun, rocket launcher, prism bow. I stand corrected. We're a little too poor for anything that's here. Because even if I ditch the pistol, all we'd be able to get is the prism bow. And that was a decent weapon in the demo, but I'm not super enthused about it. Flea market or vampirism kicks? Vampirism kicks are probably a really good idea, but I don't do enough kicking. I take the flea market in the hopes that we get something good in road, pretty much. Yeah, those are the rats I was talking about. The rats with the machine guns. Try to fight him from cover here. There we go. Not how you play these games, but right now that's how I'm playing this game. Because you gotta do that sometimes. A little bit of clever or bomb bouncing. Always useful. I keep cycling too hard with the mouse wheel. Yeah, I did not get a great night last night, so bear with me if I'm a little off kilter. Between daylight savings time and worrying about dealing with stuff today, sleep was not exactly high on the menu. Everything is fine, just inconvenient is the short version, and I will not be going into detail really on that. This is not even interesting. Just that is your context for why brain is not best brain it could be. Oh, there is something on the table there. And it'll hopefully be better than this pistol. So this pistol is actually really good. A revolver for 38, huh? Oh, this is a dead end. Well, this is awkward. Yeah, I'll take a revolver. That's just pistol but better, I would assume. Probably a little slower, but that's fine. Look at that rat tactical rolling out of here. You know what? I can live with this revolver right here, yeah. Takes one of those in one go, I'm fine with that. Slot gun, the Tommy gun, and the ninja dualies, of course. Rage, which we've seen. We've seen all of these, actually, I think. I don't know, splintering we hadn't seen, and that sounds like a good idea, so we'll take that. I have full health, so I don't need to worry about grabbing the pizza, even though we're a fifth of the way to affording that crazy pizza anyway. But I think I will get rid of the bomb launcher, because it's a hazard to my own health. And we can take the slot gun or the dualies. I'm gonna give these a try. Oh, they look a little silly, but you know what? That's fine. That's kind of the point. Oh, that's the ninja part, huh? They shoot shurikens. You know, I don't know what I was expecting. Hey, you can almost call this like a first-person Enter the Gungeon as well. That would be a reasonable enough comparison, even though this is a bit simpler. Or for the most part, because you don't have like blanks to destroy bullets or any extra mechanics like that. I missed. Oh, we got the wizards now. I thought there was an enemy over here, but I guess he either moved or died. And I don't think headshot damage or anything is a factor particularly. It's hard to tell if it is or isn't. Got a bunch of pictures all over the walls. I didn't have to do that, but I felt compelled. One of these days I'll learn to shoot. Today, unfortunately, doesn't seem to be that day. You can save bullets by just kicking that one out. I really should get better about just kicking some of the melee guys to death. Just because you don't really have to worry about them too much. The knockback on the kick seems to be plenty. Right, the shurikens pass around the room too, so those are very useful. Got the ammo. Gave all the ammo to the revolver, but that's fine. We're at full health actually, so we don't need the pie. Those flea markets are definitely coming in handy though, because they're actually showing up. What's this one? Occasionally zap nearby enemies. Sure. Passives like that seem like a good idea. The turret is very expensive, which is a shame because the turret's real good. Seems like the price on these just keep going up as you go further. Okay. So that's not gonna matter to me at the moment, and I don't feel like getting rid of the revolver. The dualies I could get rid of, but I wouldn't be able to afford a new weapon other than the bomb cannon, which is pointless. I could repair them, but the bigger problem is the fact they're almost out of ammo. We'll just go as we are. It'll be fine. Worst case, the dual pistols will break. Oh, I see. This shoots slightly lower than I think it does. I was shooting over them. Hey, there's a repair kit again. That one, both those went right between them. I couldn't decide who to shoot, I guess. Can you tell that I don't play games at this speed that often? Because boy, oh boy, can I tell. Though y'all have seen by now that I'm very much a stand and shoot type for the most part. Oh, attabullets. Cringe. Get kicked to death, weird thing. Okay, everything's fine. Everything is completely fine and nothing is wrong. There's nothing to be worried about entering a room with only 4 bullets. At least I have the passive electricity to give me an edge here. Oh wow, those fireballs hurt a lot though. Ooh, I don't know what that was, but it hurt. Hey, I got one. I just kind of Hail Married a bunch of those stars around the corner. Whew, I did get him. Okay. Yeah, that guy. He's the problem. That's the bad one right there. Oh, I'm out of bullets. This is problems. Oh, there was another gun, man. Today I learned there was more men with guns than I realized. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of death. Ectoplasm dip. Spectre. I don't know what any of these things do. Oh yeah, we have these now, bloops and sauces. Ah, there we go. All enemies may spawn ghosts on death, including ghosts. Ghosts are 20% more frail. So these are modifiers. Yeah, sure. Let's see what happens if everything has a ghost. Why not? These, I think, are just, like, little statue things. I don't think they do anything. And I assume we probably unlock the sauces doing a variety of things. Hey, a Tommy gun. Hard to argue with that. Oh, those ghosts hurt a lot. Oh, boy. Oh, God, all the little ones spawn ghosts, too. So the biggest problem with those ghosts, other than them being dangerous, is going to be the fact that they can spawn from anything. So things that split like that are a big problem, and anything I try to kick to death is going to be a huge concern. Okay, the recurring ghost problem is also an issue. You know, I should have thought that through a little better, huh? 20% chance is actually pretty high. And of course, since they're ghosts, they go through walls. So this made this a lot harder. And I've already not been doing very well. This was a decision I made. Blue amulet, burst rifle, Tommy gun, block the first shot. We could go random. Random is fun. Random is fun. Now, anytime one of these durability meters cracks, the weapon will change into something else. What it'll be? I don't know. Something. Makes every weapon a lot more viable, though. Because even a stinker like this pistol, even though this isn't that much of a stinker, has the chance to turn into something much more powerful, which we learned during the demo. Three ghosts? Come on now. That's just mean. There's something scurrying around in the back there. think the thing I was shooting at over here ran away. I think it was like a loot goblin. It's gonna be real awkward when I'm dealing with a ghost and my gun turns into something else, though. That happens. So maybe we turn the ghost sauce off. Maybe we just, you know, casually turn that ghost sauce off. It was worth a lot of points, though. And we got the Ellie statue now. Ellie's the one that runs the shop. So we'll come back to the ectoplasm dip in the future. Actually, yeah, it's only 20% more frail. It doesn't say what the percentage on them spawning is, and might be like 50% at the rate we were dealing with that. As you might have gathered by how quick these runs are going, this may very well end up being a little bit on the shorter scale, or I might switch to something else partway through. I've not really committed heavily to anything today. I was originally going to play actually a couple different things that were coming out today, but one of them came out in a condition I wasn't 100% sold on, and the other one came out at a price higher than I expected, so I wasn't sold on going for it. Which is basically how today ended up shaking out. Oh. And actually, there was a third one, and it came out after I was going to start, which was unfortunate. This is not very helpful if, you know, your game releases at like 8 o'clock for some reason. Which, it's probably a time zone thing. It probably releases at a very sensible time in another area. Just an inconvenient time for me. Bombs are not so great for dealing with those melee guys, I gotta say. But that is what we're supposed to be kicking them for, after all, so it's fine. Okay, we managed to get most of our health back, so I think we're good. It's not great, but I think we're okay. The Rattler, the Rifle, or the Gooper. The Rifle we know is pretty good, because, you know, gun go bang, enemy go bye-bye. Very useful. We can get Metamorphosis again, so that's fun. Go ahead and get rid of the Bomb Cannon. We can actually, if we get rid of the pistol, afford 2 weapons. I think we could, actually, that's 63 and we have 72, so we could already afford both of them. But I need the space, so boop. Both the fact that these will turn into other things and and these being useful weapons means that that's an easy idea to go for. The Rattler's kind of fun. It's a crank handle gun. You just keep cranking, and the faster it spins, the faster it shoots. I don't think I ended up showing this off when I did the demo, but this was the weapon I picked up. Actually, both these weapons were the first 2 weapons I picked up in the demo when I tested it before showing it off. Thankfully, it doesn't immediately lose its speed either. Kind of like a minigun. For those that missed the rifle in the demo, it does exactly what you'd expect rifle to do. Shoot target, target go bye-bye. It is bolt action though, so it's not the fastest weapon in the game, but neither's this Rattler. And for those so inclined, this game's only like $9, just as a point of clarity. It's a fun time for a little price. weird pillows with teeth confuse and concern me. I swear they must have lowered the rate of metamorphosis or raised the durability on things, because it doesn't seem to be happening very much. Grab the flea markets again. Revolver we had, saw gun, seems like fun. It is kind of expensive, but we do have money. We'll keep rotating weapons. Go ahead and get rid of the rifle and grab the saw gun. As much as the rifle's real good, the Rattler has more ammo left, so it makes more sense to keep that. Okay, the saw gun works exactly how you'd expect it to. Saws bouncing around the room. They go pretty far, too. I'm gonna miss the saws when that changes into a different weapon. Money. Oh, hello. I was not expecting him to have a ranged attack. I thought he was gonna just like walk up and punch me. He's got multiple ranged attacks, in fact. Gonna have to keep that in mind. Big coffin boy is scary. Rattler's out of bullets. That didn't last very long, huh? That was a very bad idea. Turns out kicking a jellyfish just gets you electrified. Who knew? Answer, probably most people knew that that would be a bad idea. But I had to find out. I don't know what this is, but I'm down for it. The metamorphosis is kicked in. It is a little on the loud side is the only unfortunate thing. And it's also a little on the empty already side. I guess the saw gun must be a bit fragile, considering it already had a durability hit. The FBG 9000. Which I presume is essentially the BFG from Doom, but fucking barrel gun instead. Doublet, nail gun. I don't know, I'm kind of digging the... Oh, this is probably the manual turret, actually, looking at it. Now you're... Oh, the quartet is what this is. Okay. Enemies drop more gold when you're close to them. Enemies will splinter into bullets, or... become able to perform a super kick. Doesn't seem any different. So I don't know how the super kick is, but you know what? We'll find out. As much as the Rattler has been nice, let's get rid of it. Because it didn't transform and it makes me sad. I can't afford the FBG, so we'll take the doublet. Which is just a double barrel gun. Just shoots two things at once. Okay, came out of that reasonably well. Oh, I see, the super kick charges up. Okay. What do you know? Wish granted, I got the barrel gun anyway. Oh, that's what the upsetting thing with him is he raises the dead. Oh! Fish barrel gun. That's what FBG stands for. Fish barrel gun. You know, I don't think this is what they meant when they said it's like shooting fish in a barrel. But here we are. Shooting fish out of a barrel instead. We're keeping this. This seems useful. We're getting a pickup prompt. Oh, for the brick. There's something here still. Oh, it's these idiots. That was a waste of a super kick, but I also didn't want to waste ammo. Go any further than I did already. Oh, there's a minigun for sale. Those fish go far. Doesn't seem that effective at long range. Oh, the wizard turned into a ghost, and he's gonna make me into a ghost at this rate. Ah, that's the weird sideways walking guy's deal. Okay. I was wondering what his whole shtick was. Oh, that's not a minigun. That's just a howitzer. And I'm 5 gold short of buying it, and it makes me sad. Because I would absolutely buy a howitzer and a heartbeat. But I feel like that's not surprising to anybody. I wouldn't be me if I didn't just go immediately taking a howitzer. Nice. I'm glad the fish don't hurt me. That would be unfortunate. No health, huh? Shame. Ooh, if you lose gold by not collecting it. Gold if they're close. I would love to be able to donate blood to repair my stuff, but unfortunately, I have no health to donate. We got a saw gun, a burst rifle, and a nail gun. Well, go ahead and give me full ammo, and we'll take... looting. There we go. Time to die, though, probably. Got a little bit of health. Oh, the quartet has turned into a bomb launcher. That was almost really bad. Remember to stay far away from Shadow Wizard Money Gang when they die. Be a real big problem. Good news, we gained health. Bad news, that was very nearly devastating. Who knew that fish were incredibly devastating to technology? Okay. Came out of that alive. Do I want the blue amulet? Yeah. Pew. That's all it does. It shoots a little blue ball of pain at things. But it's a reasonably effective little blue ball of pain, and it'll probably turn into something interesting. Hopefully it'll turn into something interesting. Ah, that's what the sound was. You gotta be careful with those zombies, by the way, because they will just get back up. Hooray? Arky? Oh, the Gruel, of course. We completed a floor, I presume, then. Increase movement speed. When you're in a room, cards decide your fate. Yeah, you know what? We're already gambling. Seela gambles. Let's gamble with our gamble while we gamble. Gamble, gamble. Jackhammer, shotgun, prism bow, and doublet. The FBG does sell for a lot. It's also been so useful. I could trade it for the jackhammer shotgun, though. The jackhammer was pretty good. Ooh, new layout. I'm glad I bought a shotgun. Not gonna lie, definitely very glad I bought a shotgun, and I don't have it anymore. Oh, that's a shame. Speaking of shame, I'm slightly disappointed that there's not new music. Holy hell, there's so many enemies in this floor. So part of that's them getting brought back to life by the other thing, admittedly. Oh, that turret's still alive. Oh, my health. Slight flashing warning when being shot by turrets. Huh. I was emboldened by the power of turkey. Rudy's got the chalk. No. Auto dragon launcher is apparently what this thing is. I got no bullets. Anybody got any of them bullets? Chalk. Trying to get rid of him before he brings anything else back to life. Oh, this is such a bad room to have no bullets in. Yep. There was nothing for that at that point. The runs are getting longer, though. We're getting better. Oh, running out of bullets was the worst thing that could have happened there, though. That is a real good score, though, compared to before. 168 on the leaderboard now. We're climbing. We're getting better. Huh. Yes, I see. There's a little bit of a difference between me and the top scores, though, huh? Just a little bit of a digit missing problem here. Yes. Yes. Did I get any new sauces? I did. Crumbling croutons is a sauce. You know, at the rate I switch guns, this is fine. Guns breaking faster and gun chests being more common, that's perfectly fine by me. I want to see as many weapons as I can anyway. Let's go. And if we get metamorphosis again, it'll be perfect. Nail gun is exactly what you'd expect. Do let me know if the gun sounds are too loud, by the way, because some of the guns are louder than others, and they seem a little bit on the loud side. And I can make adjustments accordingly if I need to. I have a distinct feeling, though, that we're gonna break all of our weapons on the second floor with this modifier. Really thought you had less health left. Okay, guns breaking definitely seems like... Huh. Anybody else notice the fact that I have more ammo than the max count this gun allows? Because I think every time you take durability damage, it also lowers the cap on ammo for the weapon. Huh. We've seen all these weapons already. Vampirism... Dueling. Kicking an enemy makes them take and deal more damage. Yikes. Enemies may explode on death. That's a terrible idea, which is exactly why we're taking it. We could just trade for a new nail gun. We only paid half the price for it, really, so it's not that bad a trade. Well, that was a useful explosion. That was a less useful explosion, but it was fun. Okay. No, ma'am. Goodbye. the exit? There's the exit. I don't even know where that... Oh, that's where that shot came from. I just kind of hurled a bomb in the general direction of where that bullet came from and hoped for the best. Sometimes that's what you gotta do, though. Just throw and hope. To whom it may concern. Fuck you. Fuck your general vicinity. Wow, I actually got something with that one. I thought the little bouncy guys would have gotten away from there before that explosion happened. Turns out, not so much. What do I know, though, right? Answer, not much. I do know that I missed out on the items they dropped because I blew them up from so far away. Light machine gun. Weapons fire faster. A concept. I am gonna make a quick adjustment here, though. Since there's unfortunately not a sound effect slider, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the master volume down and pull the music up a bit. We'll see how that plays. That seems fine. Music seems a little on the low side now, but we can adjust as we go. Oh, it's this kind of light machine gun, huh? Okay. The kind where the accuracy is a suggestion. Can't deny the effectiveness, though. Especially with the increased fire rate we have. It's definitely a little up there. For how much ammo we've been putting down range, I would figure we would have ended up with less ammo left by now. But I think it doesn't, like, one-to-one with the bullets with this thing. Oh, good. One of the bouncy guys exploded and solved all my problems. Hard to argue with results like that, huh? When RNG decides to save your life, you say thank you. You also keep an eye open for the flip side of that coin. Spectre hand. We've not seen that one yet. There's the handheld turret, which is what I thought the other thing was. Enemies drop quickly disappearing ammo bonus on death. One-time resurrection. I mean, obviously the one-time resurrection, right? Let's grab the Spectre hand and get rid of the nail gun. The nail gun has seen better days, and I'm curious what this does. Oh! It's literally the arm off of one of the flying guys. Okay, you know what? That checks out. I don't know what I was expecting. It's concerning that those tan sandbag-looking dudes just have skeletons hiding in them. They might have any enemy in them and then just keep happening to get skeletons. Landmines. Yikes. God, I lose so much health to the skeletons. Lever shotgun. Okay. Spectre hand's not bad, but I think I do want the lever shotgun. The dualies are also not too bad, but I think lever shotgun's a better choice for me right now. Because I'm obviously keeping the light machine gun. So the light machine gun will not be staying much longer, regardless of whether I want it to or not, unless I get a repair kit. Because it is definitely seeing better days. This is awkward. This is very awkward. Well, there went my resurrection. That was a very funny sound that it made, though. I'ma die again, though. Yep. I just saw him, I'm like, unless the shotgun kills him, we're in trouble. Bang. You're alive. Awkward. And there was the death. Well, enchanted Lamia, so that's nice. Ooh. We've gotten a lot of the little bloop things now. Still don't know what any of those mean. Look at this guy just smiling at us the whole time. He's having a great time watching us die. I'm gonna keep the crumbling croutons, though. That actually seemed like it was better for me overall. Even if we didn't get as far that time. It was definitely a boon in terms of weapon variety. Oh, those interested in Monster Hunter Wilds, by the by. There is now a slightly greater chance that I will stream it, because modders are kind of taking on the task of making it run a bit better. And I had already been toying with the configs a bit myself in order to start fixing it up enough to be streamable and still look decent. I will say, there is going to be some iffy bits to how it'll look regardless. Because there's just... You either have it destroy the computer, or you have it look bad, kinda bad. There's really not any other paths for that game, unless you have, like, an exceptional machine. So, that's just where that's at. I do like that the pieces are falling off my guns. I did not realize that till now. And what I'm saying there with Wilds is an overstatement, but that gets the point across, is the point. This way y'all understand the scenario I'm dealing with that. And I will most likely, if I do stream it, not start over or anything. I'll just drop y'all in where I'm at, because, let's be real, you're not missing that much. If you're playing Monster Hunter for the story, you might be in the wrong genre. I should probably replace the pistol with something. Well, we haven't seen the prism bow today. It's also pretty good. The thing it does is it shoots a prism of arrows out of the thing you shot with the first arrow. It's also reasonably generous on hitting its targets, which is convenient, to say the least. And something that shoots kind of slow would be a good idea for balancing out how quickly I'm running out of ammo in the Tommy gun. So it seems like the durability on that is dwindling rapidly. You know, I was not expecting it to immediately say yes to that statement by breaking the bow in my hands as I fired it. Huh. Awkward. I know I've said awkward a lot today, but a lot of things have been awkward today. See that? That used to be my bow. Very metallic for a bow, I gotta say, but it's a problem. Well then. Kung Fu Master it is then. So I think this is gonna be a much shorter run, as it turns. Oh no! Wait, how did the? You know what? I'm not gonna question it. I don't know how the Spectre died, and I don't need to know. Ah, that's what you're giving me, huh? Pickups from further away. Explosions are bigger. Enemy splinter into bullets on death seems like about what I need right now. There we go. Hopefully this will last me till I can get another gun thing to pop up. The idea of the enemy splintering the bullets, though, is so that I need to use less bullets to clear rooms. Especially small rooms like this. Because this is definitely bullet efficiency mode. Especially when things like that happen, goddamn. Can I have that happen more often? Where the whole set of respawning enemies clear themselves out? That'd be great. Okay, you can kick the ghosts far enough that they won't blow up on you. I wasn't sure if they detonate immediately or not. That's why we had so much trouble with the ghost modifier, is I was too uncertain to try kicking them. Which turns out I should have just tried it. There's a lesson in that, really. Especially in a video game, just try things. What's the worst that'll happen? You die? Oh, that's a shame. Get up and do it again. Super kicks. The scrapping thing would be good if I actually was able to hold on to another gun right now, but I'll take the super kicks because they were useful. Is there any health over here? There was, but it would be all of my money. I can get health in combat. Let's go ahead and grab the revolver because it's potent, and we'll go with that. I was debating grabbing 2 guns, but I don't really care for the burst rifle, and the nail gun's decidedly okay. So, we'll just go with this. We should find more guns anyway. We may as well use the Spectre hand till it breaks. Unless there's something I absolutely need to hit with the revolver. Wizard over there is an option in that vein of thinking. But we got him, so it's fine. The Spectres are a perfect case of just shoot them with the revolver, don't think about it. Just eliminate target. That was a good burst of enemies, though. The whole pile going off at once in our range so we can actually grab the money. Why are you so happy? Why? Is it because you know I'll die? Honestly, probably right. What do you think of the other guy? His smile's so damn big. That guy didn't even stand a chance. Oh, speaking of didn't stand a chance, neither did that weapon. That was a foolish risk on my part to kick him, but I just kind of hoped for the best. Ah, that's what's left. There we go. This way the zombie stops following me around. Because I did not need to be killed by surprise that way. The Eviscerator. Look at that thing. It's got a drill, like 2 different guns, Pitbull shotgun. I wish I had the money for the Eviscerator. That just looks so stupid in all the best ways. Oh, and for those keeping up with the ongoing saga of the Discord reactives I offered to make for free on Blue Sky the other day, I finished all of the original set of them, and I have one left to do. That request has since been closed. I will put up the showcase on VGen as soon as I have it all done, and I'll put the showcase for it up on Blue Sky as well, so people get to see all of them together. Go ahead and take the ammo thing there. And from here on, that will become a paid service on there for those so inclined to get things of that nature. That will be available. I still need to figure out more services to put on VGen, so that site's actually useful to me. Oh, this is bad. Especially when he doesn't die to being shot in the face. I am so glad the scattering bullet from the drone killed the other one. Oh. This is a very different game now. Ow. Ow. Damn it, I thought I was gonna get around that. I shouldn't have ducked back to the other side. Oh, I died to a biter, never mind. It might be fun to try a kick-only run, even though that seems like a horrific idea. But here's the idea. We get rid of the... Actually, we'll keep the crumbling croutons, even though it won't matter. It'll boost the score, and we're gonna put the ghosts back on. The idea I'm thinking of with kick only with the ghosts is we kick the ghosts into the other enemies that are further away from us to give us a ranged attack with our kick. This is a bad idea, but I need to know if it'll work. And I'm just gonna keep my hand off the left mouse. We're not allowed to shoot. Guns are useless to us. It's only kicking. And this way I learn the kick range a bit better. This is going to end horrifically. I just want y'all to know that. Just trying to aim these ghosts is difficult. Ow. I'm still gonna pick up guns and, like, scrap them and do things like that to try to keep myself alive. Because I kind of feel like I have to. Like, this one I will loot. And that's the other reason for the crumbling croutons thing, is so that we can make money off the guns I find. Even though I'm not allowed to use them. And this helps prove to myself that the kicking is stronger than I think it is. Because what it does is it keeps me in guaranteed item pickup range. So I can actually get my health and such back. Please, I do not wish to be electrocuted today. Or any day, really. Imagine if kicks were like a parry and you could kick bullets back. Just imagine how ridiculous that would be. God damn you. No. Ow. So, turns out if you kick them at the wrong time, it definitely will just hurt you. So this is going about as well as expected. Is there anything else I can kill? No. I need you to get away from the shooter. The hitbox on those Amos is a little off, though. I don't know if you noticed, but I died to it even though it was, like, at full distance there. I don't know if they have, like, an attack when they jump or what. I'm gonna try that one more time, just see if we get a slightly better roll of enemies. So I want to see if I can at least get to a shop. This is immediately going worse. Ow. Well, this is just a tragedy. So I can kick further than I think I can, too. So maybe it's just my depth perception is just not great today. Yep. I was trying to set off the dynamite, but I don't think kicks work on those. So, we're gonna stop trying to do the kick-only run now. That was a funny idea, but it doesn't work. Let me take care of a thing right here, right quick, before I forget, and then we'll go back in again. Just bear with me for one quick second. Just a quick response to something so I don't forget to do so. Well, I say quick response to something, but as always, on the phone, it's not nearly as quick as I would like it to be. Especially when it eats like half the letters I try to type because I type too fast for this old garbage phone to keep up with anymore. But we'll get there. It's just gonna be a quick bit of work here. But since it's tangentially related to what I was just talking about with the reactives, I need to make sure to keep up with people about these things. There we go. All of that is sorted out now. Back in we go. This time I'm allowed to use guns. And things will hopefully be a lot better as a result. Because I won't just immediately get dunked on. It's almost like it's listening to me, because it started spawning the skeletons again as soon as I was allowed to shoot. Because those would have been probably the second biggest problem of these amoebas for the kick run. Oh! Found a slot machine. I do gamble a lot, so I suppose that works. And we of course got another lever shotgun. Look at the face on this thing, though. It knows what it is. It knows what it's doing. I don't know if I can manipulate this at all. I think this just does things. And then again, maybe I can, considering I got machine gun 3 times there. Maybe there is timing to it. This is a fascinating design for a weapon, though, if you think about it. Having it do different things based on the reels of the slots. Until you run out of bullets, and then it just keeps spinning uselessly. And it just makes you sad. I am somewhat disappointed that the kick runs just died in the beginning, just immediately, but I'm not surprised that they did. Faster firing. With the extra damage we take, I think I'm better off not having my weapons shoot faster. I could take a risk, and the look he gives you when you walk over to him just, Eh? Me? Eh? 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 Wanna give me your blood? We'll just keep on as we are. I was being braver because I had that free hit for the room. Turns out that was a mistake. seems like the scatter on this shotgun is as you'd expect it to be, slightly random. Not that it goes a random amount, but just where the shells, the pellets end up within said scatter is random. Which is as it should be, really. If I could just keep rolling... Oh. I was gonna say, if I could just keep rolling shotgun mode, that'd be great. Well, that's a fascinating bug. Huh, I think we're gonna be hearing a rolling slot machine perpetually now, because I don't know if anybody else can hear it, but I can still hear it. The good news is, unless I find a weapon quickly, this run might be doomed anyway. I can't believe we lived through that. Where is whatever's keeping this room going, though? Oh? Oh, well, that's bad news for me. Yep, and that's what I was afraid of. The second they split, I was gonna immediately get hit before I could kick again. We're just having some misfortune right now. So far, our top score is 3,000. Okay, that slot machine is still going, so I'm gonna quickly reboot the game here. Just give me a second. As funny as it was for a moment there to have the slot machine still running, that was going to slowly drive me crazy. Thankfully, very fast booting game. I just need to quickly, there we go, get the capture back up for y'all. Okay. Also, apparently at some point I got a jackpot from the slot gun, and I think that was that yellow one that popped up that gave us money. Let's see if we can get a run that lasts more than 10 minutes, shall we? So that's gonna be very dependent on what we get. Ninja Dualies and the Scorp. Scorp! Which is just a Scorpion SMG, as you'd expect it to be. There's still something in this room. You. There we go. These dual pistols don't shoot the way you'd think they would. Or maybe you do think that they would shoot high, because that's what they do. They shoot a little bit high. That was a massacre, and I am pleased to have made sure that that happened this time. That barrel took a hit for me. That barrel's a hero. Well, that worked out. Zapping is a pretty good one. We'll take that. Handheld turret, bomb cannon, gooper. Go ahead and get rid of these dualies because they're not the best. We'll try the handheld turret. Oh, that's a little awkward on the visuals there, huh? Takes up a good chunk of the screen. Awkward. Oh, so it shoots a couple times and then you throw it. Interesting. I kind of figured, since there was the distinction between the handheld turret and the other turret, that the handheld one would just stay in your hand the whole time. Interesting. Running low on ammo immediately, which is not great. Oh! I see. Fun fact, I'm not pressing the button when this is firing. It auto-fires in your hand, and if you click with it, that's what throws it. I just misunderstood because it happened to fire when I clicked before. You know what? That's kind of neat. That's like a very portable auto defense weapon, basically, and that's actually really cool. Not to mention, arguably stupid powerful. And right now I'm here for it because we have been having a rough go of it. Ooh. Ow. You. Rats. Target prioritization. That's the one thing I don't think this turret's gonna be capable of, now that I think about it, is target prioritization. Muscorp. I liked that one. It was nice and simple and easy to use. Well, no more for Short's equivalent of gun. The waltz gun? You what? Let's go ahead and take the flea markets again, because those are really useful. I have concerns about the fact that there's a twisted barrel on the right there. I'm assuming that's the waltz part of the waltz gun. So is this something important, or are we good? We're good, okay. Just checking on things because immediately I saw ping in Discord after what I was just talking about with taking care of something on Blue Sky. So I was making sure the two weren't related. Okay, so it's literally just like a two-step gun. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know if that's really a waltz, but you know what? It's fine. I'm here to shoot, not to dance. Then again, I'm here to dance away from death, so maybe this does still work. I may or may not have seen that stack of books with the peak on top and thought it was a wizard. Don't judge me. Which is probably exactly what those are set up that way for. Thank you, turret. I was gonna say, please actually face the correct direction and kill the things that are going to try to kill me. Thank you. Bully the nerd in the corner. And you get paid. There's a repair kit, but that's not really a high concern for me because right now we don't have enough ammo for that to be a concern. Ooh, okay, the acid's useful. Oh, thank you, Zap. The Zap effect is the best thing right now. Which, the Zap effect is what I was fishing for the whole time as far as the kick run goes, because if I could just electrify things near me, kicking becomes infinitely more effective. Because you're essentially just boosting the damage of your kicks at that point. No shop, huh? I should have used this repair kit before the waltz gun broke, but I didn't realize it was gonna break that soon. The durability of some of these are shockingly unstable, for lack of a better way of putting it. They all seem to have different durabilities to them. It's a good thing health pickups give so much health. But I'm betting one of the sauces probably lowers the amount of healing you get. If I were to make an assumption there. glad we just have, like, such a long foot we can reach up there. Oh, good, a shop. We can finally get something we can use again. Light machine gun, doublet, rifle, carnage. The explosion one is fun. I've never actually used it. But I just don't think it's useful in our current situation, unfortunately. I need the pie so I get to live. And it's either the rifle or the machine gun. The rifle will last us a good bit, but it is only going to be able to do so much. If I grab rapid fire and grab the rifle, this might be okay. Because at least the rifle does a lot of damage. And the rapid fire makes up for the shortcomings of the rifle. The catch to that being, we are going to frequently be out of range to pick up the rewards from things. What? No. No. No weird monolith tombstone thing. No. Right, those explode. Gotta remember that. Of course, I spent money buying a weapon and we immediately get a weapon box. But that's fine. What did we get? Double shotgun and a gooper. I'm gonna go ahead and give up the turret since it's damaged for the double shotgun, because I don't think we've seen the double shotgun yet. It's a little goofy, but I'm kind of here for it. Definitely need to be, like, right on top of your target for it to be any use, though, it seems. Which is good for the way the money collecting in this works, so maybe that's not a bad thing. This rifle is not long for this world, but it's done such good work for me. The saw gun... eh. No repair kits, huh? Alright. Expensive weapons, too. Take a free hit. Let's go ahead and sell the rifle before it breaks, because it doesn't have much left in it. Now we can afford the howitzer, which will fulfill the same role as the rifle, so it really works out at the end of the day. Kaboom! Kaboom! Ooh, I was gonna say I'm a die now, but we're good. Everything's fine. Those howitzer shots are a little hazardous to my own health. If you're wondering, yes, I did put the howitzer away while dealing with these so I don't blow myself up. That is exactly why I put that away. No shotgun shells left, which is sad. Oh, you blinded me, you son of a bitch. I thought for a second I had died but didn't die and the game was all confused or something. Having a pocket howitzer is just such a good time. Aside from when it misses. It's a little sad when your pocket howitzer misses completely. Oh, that only refilled. Right, because that was... yeah. Well, that was a waste of money. That was a risk. That was arguably a really stupid risk. But hey, we made it through the floor. We get our Gruel, which fully heals us. I thought this was some kind of like weird head looking at me the first time. I did, for some reason, didn't figure out the fact you turned the bowl upside down. I have no answers for you for where my head was at on that one. I wonder if on later floors you get more than, like, the paper cutouts. Why is Discord going crazy? Oh, it's because it's the same thing pinging me multiple times. I see. Understood. I don't know if multiple of those need to go out. I may mention that to those involved on that one. I don't know if you really need redundant pings. After donating blood, gain a temporary stacking damage bonus. If it wasn't temporary, I would go for that. Because then it would be like a risk-reward system, but we'll instead take the other risk-reward. Both these weapons are gonna break real soon, and I have, like, no money. We can, however, get a cheaper or double shotgun. We can just pay 5 for a fully repaired one. I wish I could afford the Eviscerator. I can get 150 for this. He would give me 50, so we'd have 200. That wouldn't be enough. I think I just hang on to the howitzer until it breaks instead. I was debating on, like, selling it and grabbing the Spectre Hand, because the Spectre Hand's okay. Wait, I can also... Oh no, the oil's too expensive. Oh wow. That gave back a lot of ammo capacity for this. Real unfortunate that I can't afford the ammo, but that's okay. That gave the howitzer a new lease on life, which might actually be exactly what we need. Because thanks to the ammo bonus, we can kind of get the ammo back for it. Oh, there's a turret. Fuck you. I blew myself up. I got too annoyed by the turret not dying that I didn't even think that through completely. Oh, that's such a shame. That was turning into such a good run. Oh, you get 100 points per time you donated blood, too. The mayo of many. Hey, new high score, though. 4,600. We're going places. We're getting better. Sort of. Kind of. Arguably. Eh. Double the enemies. No bonus, but twice the enemies equal twice the loot. Oh, that's a 25% score increase, too. You know what? Sure. This is gonna be bad, but it'll be funny. Oh, good God. That's so many pillows. I'm not even sure our guns will survive more than, like, a room with the increased enemy count. Just thinking that through in hindsight right now. That could be a problem. Like, the decreased durability paired with increased enemies. But we'll have more money. Just think about the benefits to, like, explosive weaponry when there's just a target-rich environment. It'll be great, right? Probably? Probably not. But I can dream. This would actually be great to have the zap effect back for, actually. Is once again the case of a target-rich environment. Having more ammo than the max ammo in a weapon just keeps weirding me out over and over again. Like, I understand why it works that way, but it's just real weird to see. You know, if I could just keep this slight grace under fire in more situations that I have going on in games like this, where I'm just like, yep, I am surrounded by death on all sides, but death is meaningless, I will just keep shooting. I would probably be doing so much better in many things. But it's kind of hard to have fatalistic grace under fire when death has more meaning. Could trade for a fresh Scorp. Yeah. Because the Scorp is good. Throw the turret over there, let it do its work. Ow, you know what isn't good? Getting bodied by a bunch of amoebas. Apparently that heal disappeared. I didn't mean to pick that up yet. The grabby hands grabbed too good. I think... Yeah, I hit the Spectre in the face with the turret. I'll never get tired of that. It's a great way to save ammo in the turret if you just hurl the turret into something's face. Think fast, Chuckle Nuts. Okay. We're still in this. We're okay. Everything's fine. I gotta stop saying things like that, don't I? Every time I say something stupid like that, I really just need to slap myself or something. The great bastard. You know what? That checks out. Just literal seconds after the words, everything's fine, were out of my mouth. Dead. Immediately. Couldn't have timed that better if I was doing an actual bit. Which I want to be clear, I don't do bits very often. Very few things are done for the bit here. That's just genuinely off the cuff, this is a thing that happens. This Rattler's not long for this world, but neither were we at that moment. Do I want my pistol back or the Rattler back? Oh no, I have the pistol still. It was the Rattler I didn't have. I thought I threw something away for the Rattler, but I think... No, we had an empty space, so we picked it up. Right. Everything's fine. Oh, there was 2 Lamias in that pile. I was like, wait, why is there 2 fireballs coming out of where that 1 Lamia is? Rattle them bones. Out of bullets, huh? Oh, and you can't switch until it stops spinning, by the way. So that's upsetting. Just realized that one. Either that or I ended up somehow swapping so fast that it ended up just going back without even rendering, but I don't think that's the case. I swapped fast, but I don't think I would have swapped that fast. Slime. Okay. Yeah, that was over. Having a weapon like that in a situation like that was just a death sentence. A very, very unfortunate death sentence. I'm not gonna lie. With the sauces equipped, we are definitely somewhat at the mercy of RNG now. But at the same time, It might be the only way I'm gonna get any better at this game at this point. Is if I just go more all in, though. If I keep getting situations like the multi-biter situations in these little corridors, yeah, we're just gonna have some of these runs that just end instantly. Because I cannot fight those biters with just a pistol very well. Not when I don't have any room. That's not where that turret needed to go. There we go. Fix the fact that I had the pistol still. And, you know, it's a great idea to go on to a much higher difficulty for a game after you've been playing it for like an hour and dying, right? That's the perfect solution. Why do I keep having this pistol? Wait. Now, maybe I should have used the pistol for the rest of this room just so as not to waste power on the rifle. But it's fine. Oh, the turret retracted way faster. I think the turret ran out of ammo very quickly there. Well, if I'm aiming to speedrun death, I'm succeeding in that regard, that's for sure. This is definitely a game where you'd benefit a lot from learning exactly what the hitboxes on things are and learning how to, like, skate through them. It'd be a huge boon to you. Oh good, the explosion did get him, or the spread did, one of the two. The prism bow did not last very long the last time we had it though, so I'm gonna go back to the pistol. As useful as it was in that room, I don't think it'll last long enough to be worth keeping. The pistol does at least last a bit. Even if it's not a great weapon for clearing certain situations, it's better than nothing. I keep misjudging the sizes on these amoebas, too. I keep thinking that the size before that tiny one is the smallest. Ooh. There's a decent amount of strategizing I can do with this game, but at the speeds we're going now, I'm not sure there's any strategizing to be had anymore. There's just a lot of oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, send help. Somebody please get rid of the bad bitey things. Decent point right now of the no weapons, only death all around me. It's weird when I'm less scared of things like the Lamias. Because you would think ranged enemies would still be very dangerous to me when I don't have any ammo. But their shots don't do that much damage, and they're at least a projectile I can dodge most of the time. Broke the Tommy gun too now, huh? Yikes. Oh, bricks it is, then. At least for trying to clear up the big ones. Yeah, because it's that initial split that's dangerous with these guys. I thanks for all of the ammo now that all my weapons are broke, game. Appreciate that. Love that for me. Yeah, we're definitely in the get good or die trying phase. And, there's definitely a lot of die trying. Plus or minus die crying. I wonder if I can salvage a brick. Nope. He does not want the brick. Look at the look on his face. He wants nothing to do with this. He does not approve. Enemies may drop low durability weapons on death. Yeah, at the rate I'm going. Yeah. Scorp, burst rifle, revolver. Scorp is good, so we'll take that. The revolver is also pretty good, so we'll take that too. Alright, let's go. My jackpot, no. Okay, that's out of ammo. Yeah, when they said they may drop low durability weapons on death, I did not anticipate just getting weapons all over the place. This is fantastic. So many weapons. Imagine if you could run in and out of these places and sell all these. The profit. Oh, the profit would be so good. Where did my Scorp go? There we go. I was using all those low durability weapons to save the durability on my actual weapons. Double enemies is actually fantastic for something like weapons spawn from enemies and all that. Not to mention, it's basically just free ammo. Yeehaw. I'm impressed I shot her past the slime there. The only thing is, some of the ammo pickups are going to the wrong weapons because of what I'm doing here, but it's kind of fine. Is more often than not, we have plenty of ammo left in these weapons. Oh, if you pick up another weapon, the turret just deactivates. That is unfortunate, but makes perfect sense. No, I still have more shots left in the revolver. Ooh. Nope, still more shots in this revolver, too. Sad. Any of these that I think are gonna be worth, like, a lot of money, though? The handheld turret probably be the thing worth the waltz gun might be worth a lot. Though it's in terrible shape, so it's probably not gonna be worth much, but I'm gonna try. 25, not bad. Worth more than the Scorp would have been. We can get a fresh revolver, so let's go ahead and do that. Quartet's pretty good. Take that too. And do I want rapid fire again? Oh, if I'd looked before on melting those other two weapons, I could have gotten health. It's fine. At the rate we're getting rid of things, though, we will take the welding in case we make it to the next shop. Which we do have okay odds on making it with weapons like this. Considering, you know, the Quartet just shreds. immediate massacres on massacres. And we've gained back full health, so all things considered, this is working out great for me. It'll be a real shame when this quartet breaks, because it will. Probably before I can get to another shop to repair it. That was an unfortunate explosion. Still have more health than we had at the last shop, though. I'm gonna try to retain the quartet for the moment. Ideally without breaking the revolver. The fact that he keeps getting back up is starting to become a real problem. Because I think it's just like a slime piece that's left. Ooh, weapon. Oh! It is not, in fact, just a slime piece that's left, as it turns out. Okay. Slot gun and a bomb cannon. No. Not really feeling either of those. They just keep giving me more revolvers. They know I like those, I guess. Thank you, Ellie, for stocking more revolvers for me. I appreciate that. If you could just stock them for less money, though, that would be awesome. I will repair my quartet, even though apparently the toolbox did not fully repair this, so that makes me sad. I think that's the best we're gonna do. Off we go. Something else is in here. I have a dumb idea. Okay, good, it does work. I can trap this saw in the room. It just doesn't work very well. And we got shot to death again. Oh, boy. Still, that was a much better run. Still very short-lived, but better overall, I'd say. That was our new highest score, even though we didn't get as far. The amount of multipliers definitely makes a difference. I wonder if some of those high scores are people just going with every multiplier activated. And just getting as far as they can with everything on. Part of what's helping keeping me playing this, actually, is wanting those other modifiers. Because we don't even have half of them yet. Speaking of, let's make it even more chaotic. Let's add the ghosts back in. Like, we're basically playing with training weights on now. We wear the weights until we start being able to make decent progress at this height. And then we'll scale back down and we'll just go way further somehow. Because that's totally how that works. That's not just going to be a constant loop of me getting my ass kicked or anything. No. Why would that be the way that that happens? We got ninja guns and bow, huh? Workable. Oh. what I would want particularly necessarily at the moment, but... That's a perfect example of why that's not what I wanted. I will say I fumbled an input there. I should have kicked, but I tried to shoot because that's my reflex still. We're just gonna pretend that one didn't happen. It's a good thing I'm not editing this particular game per run, otherwise, there'd be a lot of, like, minute-long videos going out. And I don't think it would be an entertaining YouTube short of me walking out there and immediately getting bodied. I mean, there would be some call for it, absolutely. Some people would be amused, but only the first, like, 6 times. You know, I'm surprised it took this long to get a bot, but at the same time, no, within the first 2 hours, about normal. And it's a small category. Doesn't matter what these are, they're better than an almost dead pistol. Oh my god, so many ghosts! And they kept me away from the healing. Oh no. Why? Why have I done this to myself? Oh, the biter spawned on my head. Yeah, that one was over. That many skeletons and biters in a small room when all I had was slow weapons. Devastating. I do think the ghost modifier is more useful than not. Just, I have to get in the right mindset of using it for it to be as useful as I think it will be. Oh man, these starts are so brutal. Like, that's the other thing, is the start of these runs is disgusting. Because you have these rooms just crammed full of death, and a weapon that won't keep up with that. Yeah, because you have situations like that that happen where you're just instantly destroyed because you can't get out. And there's just no room to move. Oh, boy. I thought I was out of ghosts, and then just one more appeared out of the void and destroyed me. I'm still amused by this, and that's why we're still doing it this way. I don't know if anybody else is amused, but I am. It's just so absurd. Like, there's absolutely, like, zero success right now. But it's just so funny watching just how quickly it just goes to shit. And I can't really put a finger on exactly why I find it as funny as it is. Just the immediate slip slide into death. Okay. Double shotgun, that's fine. It really does have like a rarity scale or something. Because there are some weapons that always seem to show up really early, and then a lot of weapons that don't show up till later. A lot of the early weapons are a little meh. Of course you fucking spawned a ghost there. And there. I see you, game. Don't think I don't. Oh, need a breather. Nope, not allowed to have a breather, though. Unless I pause the game. These dual pistols are actually going to be hella dangerous to my own health. And you might not understand why. The problem that could happen is since the ghosts can go through walls, if I set off an enemy that makes a ghost from an unexpected location, I can just have a ghost appear from nowhere and destroy me. And, you know, running out of ammo, also a problem. But that is thankfully what the ghosts are good for, is giving me a way of dealing with enemies from a distance. Movement speed, one-time resurrection. One-time resurrection, absolutely, not even a question. Get these guns out of my face, because they are empty and useless. The turret's another case of surprise ghost could be a real problem. Okay. But still, we're off to a start this time instead of, oh god, a death straight away. So I'll take what I can get on that one. I'm glad that one that got real close didn't spawn a ghost too. That would have been really bad. I should have waited until I picked up the turret to open that, but it's okay. The turret is probably not long for this world. There was my resurrection, which I had basically for a room set up like this where I was gonna just get immediately dunked on. Ooh, see what I mean about those ghosts from other parts of the room, though? Ooh. Ooh. Many jump scares of doom. Oh, that's empty too, huh? Really missing those weapons dropping from enemies right about now. Really missing those dropped weapons. Also, weapon chests twice as common. Haven't seen a second one yet in this run, have we? This is what the kick practice was all for, though. It's for times like this. Crunch time when you got nothing you can use except your wits and your big old boot. Ammo, please. Fresh turret. Flipper flusher. This turret's kind of... Oh, no, the turret actually hasn't taken durability damage, so we'll keep it. Just running low on ammo. But ammo can be gained. Yeesh. Didn't even throw the turret because that room was small enough. I didn't think I would be able to put it down in a useful position. Here, though, here I can use it to kind of bottleneck things up a bit. Buy myself some space. alive? Oh, it's you idiots. Okay. The ammo drops have definitely been a big help. We would be out of fish and out of chances right now if I didn't have that. Weapon box would be real nice right about now, game. Just saying. Preferably before my fish launcher breaks. We have such constant near brushes with death so far in this setup. I don't know how all those kicks missed, but I'm very upset that they did. That was the worst spot for one of those to have spawned a ghost. And I knew that when I tried to run past it. I knew that the odds of there being a ghost there were incredibly high just because it would have caused such a problem. But I didn't think I had any other options. I was pretty confident that if I tried to backpedal or sidestep, I would have ended up in the same position. At least there were multiple shooters pointing at me at that point. I think we've had our fun with full chaos mode. I think we go with the double enemies, but not the fast braking anymore, and see how that goes. We'll just trim down to that. It did get us twice as many bloops, though. We have lots of these little things. I just wish they... Oh, they make noises. I was gonna say, I wish they did something. You know, at least they do a thing. They make noise. But now, if I just trim down to this, let's see how these rounds go now. So arguably, the double enemy is probably the most dangerous modifier out of all of them in the immediate, as demonstrated by the fact that we're already getting, like, eviscerated. I just think it's more manageable with weapons that won't just immediately break on me. Because if I can just get some solid weapons that'll last me more than a room or two, the extra enemies don't matter. Or nearly as much. It's just surviving to get into that position is the hard part. Saw cannon definitely works well for that thought process, to a certain degree at the very least. Ooh. Getting down to pistol is not great here. Just look at how much is in this room. I don't know if you got a good look at it, but I did, and I didn't like what I saw. I gotta say, even with the durability normalized a bit, these things are not lasting that long. They're lasting longer, but they're not lasting super long. So I think the saw gun just doesn't have that much durability to begin with, as we talked about before. It just kind of burns out pretty quick. Doublet, turret, or the prism bow. Yeah, splinter into bullets. That'll help take care of the amount of enemies that there are. It'll normalize them out a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and sell this. Grab the doublet, because that's a nice, solid, safe weapon. the idea behind them splitting into bullets is I'm hoping for chain reactions to kind of clean rooms up for me a bit. Like that. Lost a lot of the free ammo that was over there, but that's okay. Oh boy. So we're still fine. Everything's okay. Oh, brick. I forgot how much kick the doublet had, admittedly. There's the results I was waiting for. The whole room just getting eviscerated. Yeah, the splintering enemies is just so good. Like, it's not a super interesting modifier to take, but it is so helpful for getting rid of the worst of a crowd of enemies for you. How? There it goes. Ooh, I had to take the risk there. I didn't have any other choices. I really thought we were gonna pay the piper on that one, not gonna lie to y'all. I really need to stop holding an empty weapon in my hands. That one was just unfortunate timing with when our weapons ran out. That was probably, hey, die X amount of times and you get Coffin Boy, probably. God, the amount of biters that spawn is terrifying. Like, if there was just less of those, I think these rooms would be nowhere near as difficult. But just because there's so many of those that do like 20 health per hit, it's just, oof. Like, I almost want like a bullet hell mode for this, where like everything is Lamias or something, but there's like a crazy amount of them. So you're just constantly dodging bullets everywhere. And I'm not saying that just because that's something I could handle way better than lots of enemies that I can't move past being all over everything. And it may very well be that one of the sauces does basically that. Like all shooters or something. Do I not get a starting weapon box this time? Or have I just not seen it? I'm just gonna kind of hope that I just didn't spot it as I was flailing around. Got bad news for you on that one, champ. Oh, there it is. Bomb launcher, huh? You know, ordinarily I'd be excited to see something like this. In the current scenario, though, not ideal. Gets the job done, but it's not good for repelling our biggest problems, necessarily, without it being real risky. You know, this might be one of those times where I take the explosions are bigger and getting near them without blowing up gives immunity. That might be the time for that modifier. Until then, though, it's time for me to do what I do best and do crazy geometry with bombs. Okay. What do we got? Spectre hand, ninja dualies, burst rifle. Well, the pistol needs to go away. The pistol has done its job for the day. Zapping. Free damage. Can't can't avoid. Yep. Onward. It'll be a great way of keeping the melee crowds off my back. Don't let me concern. Explode. That was almost bad. I almost walked into my own bomb. This ain't Bomberman. I ain't gonna die that way today. Not again, anyway. I already did one stupid self-destruct. I don't need to do another one. Reminds me, I need to check airdrop more often. I completely forgot about that service entirely, if I'm honest. Mostly because a lot of the things they offer dares for either weren't giving me any value or were for things I didn't want to play. Wasted some health there, but I didn't want to try to bomb launcher him at that point. I needed to dash forward there or I was gonna blow up to the dynamite. I could hear it hissing behind me. Like having a damn creeper on your tail. I shouldn't have waited for the explosion. I knew that rat man was gonna shoot me to pieces, but I stood there like an idiot anyway. Okay. Just take a moment, gather your thoughts. I would reload my weapons right now, but I can't because this game doesn't reload. Okay. Yeah. Got chain stunned. That was just over the second I got hit by the second blast. The first one was fine. We could have weathered getting electrocuted once. Twice was game over. Problem now is our scores are going to suffer because we're not getting as big a modifier. And now, the thing is, you would think we'd be getting further, so it would balance out. But unfortunately, that's not how that's working out. Okay, let's fully go back to normal and see if I can actually get further on normal. It's gonna feel weird being at regular enemy counts again, though. I also just need to consider the fact that I might just be getting worse rather than better right now. That's always a possibility, unfortunately. The energy starts to fade and you start to just do worse. Of course, there's also situations like this where they just jump you with a biter from behind. No amount of enemy warnings are going to prepare you for that happening. Which, that is a nice thing they do, by the way. If I take y'all into the options right quick. They do have damage warnings and enemy warnings that are on by default. So that's nice. And there's a vegan mode, which I think will just turn, like, all the meat chunks and such into vegetables, probably. I've yet to try that, because I have no reason to, but... You know what, actually, let's just turn it on for fun. See what it does. Be actually pretty funny if it just doesn't drop healing at all anymore. Oh, it just turns the meat pieces into beets. Okay. That makes sense. Visually still similar, so you can spot them just as easily. I partially did that because I wanted to see if that was an actual vegan mode, or if it was going to be a joke thing. Because, you know, curiosity and all that. You gotta test all the settings. Double shotgun, rocket launcher, Scorpion. Now there's the low durability weapons again. Oh, these are all good. I do just like the Seal of Waste too much, though. It's fun to have the random weapons popping up everywhere. Also means I don't have to worry about buying weapons as much. It's a risk to pawn off the pistol there. But I'm just anticipating getting weapons. Like that. Now, don't get me wrong, this weapon ain't gonna last. Wait, I just realized. I think I might have misunderstood how part of the durability system worked. Am I crazy, or was it every time it was... No, because if it was every time it ran out of bullets, it would have broken right there. So no, it is just every shot, probably. Like, it may not guaranteed every shot, it might just be a percentage chance every shot or something. Oh wow, I did get him. Sometimes I impress myself with my shots, and sometimes I'm full of shit. And it's up to y'all to figure out which one's true. That was an excessive... Oh god. I heard him moving around, just didn't realize he was right there.
Hello there.
Hey there, Callista, how's it going? Hope you're doing well, while I'm flailing wildly trying to survive. So far, so good. It was a slightly complicated day, but at this point, all the complications are sorted out for now. So, just having a good time running and gunning. Definitely need to put more of an emphasis on the gunning, because the guns are running out of bullets. Well, I mean, hopefully that's a good interesting. But I can get a feel from that there's more than one side to that interesting. Chuck turret in there, grab the jackhammer shotgun, chuck the bomb cannon in. Seal of zapping. Keep the close range guys off me, grab the revolver. Let's go. No, the blind. Okay. Wow, that cleaned up quicker than I thought, and I don't really want either of those. Especially since they'll be readily breakable. For the moment, I'll just keep what I've got. Scorp is a little bit tempting, but no. The durability is going to be too much of an issue on that. The main thing is I start grabbing those once my guns get low on ammo. Where? There's something alive here still. We're still locked in. Ow. I was looking at the wrong door. That would do it. Fish gun is here. The amount of fish weapons in this game is interesting. Hey, there's the fish gun again. Rocket launcher, burst rifle, flea markets, hot blood, coolness. Take the flea markets. More ways to randomly get things that'll help us seems like the way to go right now. I thought he was gonna die there. Free money. I did pass up the other money, which was silly of me, but it's fine. That's a very useful flea market there, and I'll read that message in a second. Once the room is clear. Which I think it is now? Okay. That is gonna complicate things, yeah. At the minimum, it'll complicate things between your characters. It may also complicate things even further along the way there. And of course, you know, messing with eldritch beings has consequences to begin with. So that's gonna make things complicated too. I see why you say it's gonna get interesting, because there's a lot to deal with in general, all up and down through that. I thought the fish was gonna kill him. Turns out it didn't. Oh, the dragon launcher's a firework gun. You know what? That's pretty great. Fair. So you're kind of on the hook for that idea one way or the other. I'm gonna keep the dragon launcher, even though the jackhammer shotgun might be the better idea since it's in better shape. We've not used this yet. And it seems fun. Problem is, while it's reloading, I can't swap. Oh wow, he's still alive, huh? There we go. Anything good in here? A Scorp. We have burnt through all the revolver shots, so the Scorp's probably a good swap here. Gambles, Rage, Dividends. Gamble! Quartet, Blue Amulet, Prism Bow. If I could afford the Quartet, I would take it, because the Quartet's really good. We do get 50 Gs for this. But I think I'm gonna repair it instead, and we'll see how that goes. This might be a really bad idea. You know what, actually? Here, take my health. There we go. Let's see if we can leverage this idea or not. Oh, and I got an ammo thing immediately. And I'm dead. Because that was the worst room to possibly have gotten with a weapon like that. This is what happens when you take risks. They backfire horribly. This would have actually been a really good value run if I had any modifiers on for it. That's also why we lasted as long as we did. What do we got? Turret. Okay. That's fine. Turret is useful. Very few things are as useful as there being two of me instead of one of me. Is, you know, doubling your firepower is hard to argue with. Plus the turret over there. Now that we don't have the ghosts spawning from everything. Spiders though, man, these spiders. Damn it! That was a bad start, though. The turret was the only good thing we had going for us, and I think I overextended with where I placed it. Wait, we've gone down in the leaderboard. And I don't mean just by Oh, there's two different leaderboards. There's a leaderboard for if you have modifiers on, and then there's a leaderboard for no modifiers. That makes sense. That's why our number over here changed, is we stopped using the modifiers. That's actually very smart of them. Is if there was one singular leaderboard, it'd be so easy to just unlock all the modifiers and then just get a good run with all of them, and then your score would be probably unassailable unless somebody else got really lucky. Because we were already getting like big jumps in score because of having 3 modifiers on. And that probably would be like a winning combination of modifiers that'd be much easier to manipulate your score with, too. You know, if I didn't know I couldn't hurt myself with my own saws, I'd be real worried about them bouncing around in the room with me like that. You know, I say that, and now that I think about it, I'm not actually sure if my own saws can hurt me or not. But we're gonna pretend that they can't. We're just gonna continue to pretend that they can't, and I will live in blissful ignorance until I get slammed in the head with a saw blade. And learn not to think that way anymore. Okay, good. He only had one hit left. I was real concerned about that one. Frick. Ever since I learned I could throw those bricks off the breakables, that has been so nice. Ace, Carnage, Fleonomics. Let's go and take Carnage. It'll be fun. It's not a great idea, but it'll be a fun idea. We'll sell the pistol and take the waltz gun, even though I don't really like the waltz gun that much. I'd rather have it than the ninja dualies. Okay, my own saws can definitely hurt me. Because I definitely didn't have anything near me at one moment there, and I got hit with a saw and took damage. Well, that dream's ruined. Anyway, just gonna keep firing those anyway. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, die. Okay. Rat Gunner is dead. Eat that health. Oh, that was a statue. So we're in trouble right now. Once again. My because funny decisions really have a bad habit of coming back to haunt me. That was just a comedy of errors on my part. That was my own fault all the way through. At least at the very end it was. Because if I just stopped instead of running straight across, we would have been fine. But that's one of those hindsight things. You realize you made the mistake too late. Okay. I appreciate those of y'all that have been sticking with me through this, by the way, because I know there have been periods of this that may not have been the most interesting, so I appreciate the patience on that one between the good runs. You know, let's actually try greed. I feel like it's gonna backfire miserably on me. Oh, that's one of the vegan versions of the bigger meals, is avocado on toast with looks like a big pot of coffee. Let's go ahead and sell the Rattler since it's low on ammo. I should grab the Scorp because the Scorp would be more effective, but the slot gun's too funny. Look how happy it is. Look at the big happy slot machine smile. How can you not take this? It's also actually, yeah, let's see what this turns into when I turn vegan mode off. Oh, I guess it probably would need to be respawned in order for it to change. Okay, that's fine. That is a lot more gold. Oh, that's a lot of bombs. Like, on the whole, I think I'm still gaining more money, but I'm also being a lot more conscious about grabbing the money, too. So that may just be working a bonus layer there. I looked away for a split second and lost track of where I was. Can't believe I still have the pistol. I just realized that. But on the bright side, we'll be able to afford a not pistol weapon soon. Man, those ratmen hurt a lot. No, you get away from me before you electrify me. Oh boy. Death comes for me, and I do not wish to go. You cannot take me alive. Wait. You know what? That is probably exactly how that works, huh? That works. Money. Okay, good. We made it to the shop. Double shotgun, heavy rifle, Tommy gun. I don't think we've seen the heavy rifle at all. One guaranteed block. Yes, please. So, pistol. Goodbye. Heavy rifle. Low. If there was a heal in here, I would have taken that instead of buying the heavy rifle, but, yeah. There's 3 dots under here, so I wonder if there's, like, a secondary fire on this thing. A little bit slow, but it definitely lives up to its name of being a heavy rifle. Gonna lose a bunch of money here if I'm not careful. Is the range this has does make it very easy to end up not grabbing all the money. The gibs in this game are also very satisfying. Enemies just exploding into little bits. And the fact that it varies actually based on what they're destroyed with is nice. Can't believe I missed all of those shots. I should be ashamed. Yeah, redeemed it a bit there at least. All in balance, I suppose. Yeah, we are definitely making more money. Which I think gold collected also contributes to the score, so we've got that advantage for the score as well. Oh! 3 shots in quick succession launches a missile. I just never quite happened to hit all 3 shots quick enough, I guess, and that was my own explosion removing my protection. So that's lovely. Gotta be careful of my own bomb again. Okay. Also gotta be careful not to break the slot gun, because the last time that happened, we kept hearing the slot machine noise forever, and I had to reboot the game. We could buy a howitzer. We blew ourselves up with the howitzer the last time we had it. I don't know about that idea. The heavy rifle's proving to be pretty good. I don't really want the double shotgun, and I don't really want to just grab another slot gun either, so... howitzer it is. Totally just twisting my own rubber arm as far as the howitzer goes. Just gotta be kind of careful with this thing so as not to blow myself up. Considering we're trying to, you know, play a bit closer in order to pick up the money. So that is a good point. I did have that one free block there. I could have just used that to danger close fire a shot there. Fish flusher. I think we'll keep the heavy rifle howitzer combo for now. It's been working pretty well for us so far. I definitely merged words there again, but don't worry about that part, it's fine. Give me all the money. Okay. Just let them all spawn, and then we'll sort them out. Okay, that kill streak bonus, way better than I thought it would be. Then again, we're also using a weapon that's guaranteed to kill, and then switching to one that just does a lot of damage. So I suppose it kind of works itself out at that point, doesn't it? And, you know, best not to think too hard about it. I think the heavy rifle is going to have to go, though, because we don't have ammo for it anymore. No real way of getting more for it. Vampirism kicks might work out. Get our money back on the heavy rifle. Dragon launcher got me killed, otherwise I'd go for that. Oh yes, a great idea of a howitzer and a rocket launcher together. Yeah, so that wouldn't backfire on me at all. Maybe we just go with an empty second slot. Because that's not going to backfire on me at all either. Ow. You are too close, sir. Perish. I might need to just, like, preemptive fire around corners instead of rounding the corner firing with this thing. Where are you? Perish, demon. Okay. I don't even need this, but I'm eating it anyway because I'm not leaving it behind. That was a visceral bit of munching noise. Sometimes this thing feels so overkill. Here, get salty. Oh, there was still a ghost following me. I just didn't even realize. Perfect. Didn't get another gun, but you know what? We made it work. I really gotta stop firing so close to myself with some of these, but I don't have much choice. Wow, we cleared that room real fast. Hey, we managed to make it through a floor again, everybody. We got our next bowl of gruel. Woo! Fuck you. If it was anything other than a biter, I wouldn't have kicked it. But since it was a biter, I had to kick it. Flea markets? Yeah, flea markets, since we have so much money, is a good idea. You know, I can't help but notice that they gave me the exact same set of things we just had a moment ago, and I'm upset. That's 200. It's the same price, basically. So let's just sell this howitzer and just grab a fresh one. And off we go. Howitzer and nothing else at the ready once again. Wait, score. Was leveraging the power bonus from the howitzer or kill streak to make Scorp more effective. Oh, what is that thing? It's just the Eye of Goddamn Sauron over here. Die. Oh my god, there's so much still in this room. Well, that was almost a disaster. Turns out using anything other than the howitzer was a bad idea. Howitzer for life. This way or the other way? These doors are shut. Also, the face changed, I just realized. Seems infinitely less pleased. Oh, hey, a rocket launcher. Sure. Okay, the rockets are a lot smaller. Oh, right. Tracking shots, huh? We did really well that time, though. Hey, we got Gruel. And that's our best non-modified run now. The Gruel is, however, not a sauce, so we have no more modifiers still. We got Coffin Boy number 3, we still had Enchanted Lamia number 3, Leadhound number 1, Noble 2, Noble 3, Skeleton 2, Skeleton 3, Spectre 3, The Great Bastard, Ellie, the protagonist, that's me, with all 3 of my eyes, and the Gruel. Oh, there was just weird electro pinball going on in here, huh? Okay. Waltz gun. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I was calling it a 1-2 before, but I realized that those twisted barrels are actually 2 barrels on top of each other, and they fire one at a time, not together. Which makes it make a lot more sense to be called a waltz gun. I figured that out a while ago, but since we picked it up again, I wanted to acknowledge that, so I was just not left with the incorrect answer as the last word I had on that concept. Okay. Definitely need to throw this waltz gun away, though. It's not my thing. Let's actually take the grabby hands. I kept ignoring it, but it might actually be a good idea. Because it'll mean we can grab healing from further off. Not to mention grabbing more of the gold and probably getting to pick up more of it. That was an awful sentence, but either way, you get the point of what I was trying to say. Okay. Pain, misery, woe is what I'm going to show you. Die. Didn't work. Turns out just commanding your enemy to die is less effective than actually killing them. Because your enemies are disinclined to listen to your directions. Wild concept, I know. I suppose at the end of the day, it's about as effective as harsh language would be. So we've had numerous times where that was about all I had left, so there's that. You know, playing this game keeps making me think about that game Sulphur as well, which I still haven't picked up. I keep thinking about picking it up, and then I don't. And then I think about picking it up again, and then I still don't. Maybe one day. Maybe someday. It is still early access, so maybe when it full releases, I might grab it. Got options on that one. Yeah. There we go. Hard to go wrong with a good old Tommy gun. I'll write you a novel with my typewriter. Ignore the fact that my novel consists of rat tat 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 tat. Attack. I never claimed to be a good writer. Rude spike placement. And I have been trying to stay away from the enemies enough that the whole screen doesn't flash, but obviously, you know, mind your eyes when things get too close. Oh, that wizard just took himself out. That works for me. Makes my life simple when my enemies just remove themselves from contention. The rocket launcher wasn't bad. It's actually a bit safer to use than I thought. I do like Metamorphosis too damn much for my own good. Double shotgun's gonna get sold because it's out of ammo. Rocket launcher! Because the rocket launcher is basically just a slightly safer howitzer. Which is an interesting concept to say out loud. I'm glad I had that free hit. I was about to be very upset with myself for just missing that kick completely, but also walking into the ghost at the same time. Nice and easy. It just proves once again that explosives are my go-to method. And I really should have leaned into that sooner. I was just always worried that these room sizes were gonna make explosives bad for my own health. And they are, but it's mostly still working out anyway. I suppose I could grab that turret and use that to keep standoff distance. It's for the rocket launcher, but the rocket launcher's also almost out of rockets. Oh, well, never mind. I was about to make a decision, but the decision was taken from me. Let's go ahead and take the kill streaks, because that actually proved out to be way better than I thought it would be. Let's actually get rid of the Tommy gun and take the machine gun. Because you know what's great for kill streaks? Rapid fire weaponry. There used to be a room full of enemies here. Now it's a ghost town. Okay. Didn't even take that much ammo either. Just walked around the room, just... Definitely hazardous to my own health doing it this way, I will admit. That's what the rockets are for, is taking care of some of the more hazardous to my health enemies. The things I shouldn't get as close to. Turret ruined my groove. Okay. I will say, it gets a little confusing when any enemy can show up at any tile set. Like, I keep thinking that the hopping theme guys like that one only show up in the bookcase area, but clearly they're here, so that's not true. Like, it's just a certain amount of rooms passed where they start showing up, not what tile set. Which is a blessing and a curse at the same time. I will acknowledge that. Gruel. We did it. Rocket launcher, prism bow, turret. I may as well get a fresh rocket launcher. No, that is kind of expensive. Probably better just to repair it. We could get the bigger explosions. Cool guys don't look at explosions unless they're engulfed in them. And there is little kill streak announcements happening, by the way. You can't hear them over the gunfire at all. They are happening. I have not heard them very well myself, outside of occasionally. They are there. They are present. Like, I occasionally hear things like impressive and things like that. Nom 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 nom. Nope. 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 No turret. No turrets for you. No. Only I am allowed to have turrets. That was a bad time to run out of machine gun shots. Oh, go away. You too. Well, that went from going really well to going really poorly very suddenly, huh? Something spawned in and immediately exploded. I don't even know what it was. There went my free hit. To myself once again. Oh, my rocket launcher morphed into a goop gun and then morphed into Spectre Hand. Oh boy. I was wondering when that was going to start coming into play. I'm surprised the machine gun didn't change yet. Not that I mind you. I'm very happy that the machine gun was there to give me a stable weapon to use to save myself from that situation. Oh, boy. I'm also glad the gooper went away, like, immediately. Okay, we got health back. I just need ammo desperately. This was a bad situation to have no ammo in. Yeah, that was a done deal, unfortunately. We did really well again, though. Gary. That's our new highest score. We keep doing just a little bit better every time. I think I'll do like one or two more. This will end up being a little bit short, but I think that'll do for today. Since, like I said, I did not get the best sleep last night. And this is also a game that's perfect for just a nice short day anyway. I had ammo in the pistol. I don't know why I didn't just shoot that instead of kicking it to death. Oh well. The things you just kind of realize after the fact, like, huh, you know, I absolutely did not have to do that. And yet I did. There was actually a bunch of stuff coming out today. Hey, by the way, Song of Rats, which you saw me play, was supposed to come out today, but I didn't actually see it release yet. So that might either be like a really late day release or it was delayed. That like Voxel Island game came out today, or at least that was the one that was coming out after I started, which is why that didn't end up being what we played today. Beyond the Ice Palace 2, I think, was the other one that came out today. That was the one that was a little higher price than I wanted to pay for that at this exact moment. And there was something else that was coming out today, too, that I forget what it was. Because that was the one that looked like it released kind of in an iffy state. A lot of stuff coming out today, though. And mind you, even all these things I listed off, there's still more than that came out today, too. Just so many releases all on one day again. Better than nothing. I seriously consider just walking out of there with just the pistol with that listing, though. Because this really isn't that much better than the pistol unless you get a lot of bounces, I think. It goes through ammo pretty quick and does not do a lot of damage. Like, it's actually decent on double enemy mode because there's just so many more targets for it to hit. And I think the last run will be like another crazy run just for the fun of it. I am running out of ammo so easily again. Makes me sad. This is what you get for having 2 low power weapons. And not enough accuracy to balance them out. We are making money, though. I do kind of wish this had some manner of progression. Which it sort of does in that you earn sauces. But I kind of wish there was like little effects to the statues and such as well or something. Just to spice things up just that touch more. Like, obviously I would not want it to be progression reliant, like a lot of games of this type end up being that have progression. But just having it be like a nice little bonus would be interesting. Let's go ahead and just replace both weapons. There we go. I really need to remember that those shots home in on you. Any ring-shaped shots are homing in this game. Even if that's not guaranteed to be true, I should just assume that at this point. The Scorp hits harder than the nail gun does, but the nail gun doesn't have any kick. That's why there's a reason to have both of these. I really should have lowered the sensitivity of this game at some point, too. Because I definitely have caught myself overspinning more than a few times. I've just kind of been telling myself that I'll learn to work with it instead of changing it. Which is not my finest of ideas, as you might imagine. But one could argue that part of getting better at something like this would be learning to compensate for that. A little bit of variable on that one, though. A little bit of variable. I saw him activating. Well, that took care of itself, as it turns out. Let's see. Rifle, light machine gun, revolver. All things I enjoy. We're not making enough money for the flea market to be worth it, I don't think. So zapping or kill streaks? Zapping, because the kill streaks are nice, but I don't think they make enough of a difference with the weapons I've got right now for that to be a good idea. Ditch that, grab the rifle. Scorpion rifle should do a good job for me, and off we go. Case in point, just cleared that room completely. I knew he was gonna blow up, but I wanted to grab the stuff, and I knew I had my protection still, so it didn't matter. Once per room protection is just so nice. It protects me from my own stupidity, which is always good. I definitely need protecting from myself a decent amount of the time. So even if I don't make a mistake, I will do active silly things that decrease my own longevity. There we go. The fact that those walls just turn around slowly has such a weird energy to it, and I really can't quite put my finger on exactly what I mean with that, but that's just a thing. I could get the machine gun again, though. Range. Let's grab the machine gun. Machine gun's good. Machine gun and rifle is probably a good pair. That pink Lamias make squeaky toy noises. Sure is a choice. My barrier. I thought I could get around the corner enough there. The answer to that question was a vehement no. No, you could not. Rifle running out of ammo was a also big unfortunate problem. Oh, there went my protection immediately. And I keep running into the pillars because I do not have enough situational awareness for this. Yep. There was also nowhere to hide from those homing shots, so that one was just unfortunate. Still another pretty good run, though. The score does not reflect how reasonably good a run that was. We'll turn all three sauces back on and do one more roundup, see if we can get anywhere. Operation Blow Everything Up would have been a much better idea if they hadn't all gotten stuck. Like, why couldn't I have had them get stuck like that before? I mean, really now. Ow. No, I didn't end up picking the other gun up. That's fine. The pistol's probably something I should end up burning through to finish this room anyway. A lesson we learned before. There we go. This way the Tommy gun's fresh for the next room. Remember to weaponize the ghosts. The spirits of your enemies are a powerful weapon to use against their friends. Oh god. Until that happens. The multi-ghost spawns will never stop making me concerned. I wish I could claim skill on that one, but that was just pure panic reflex off of the rip there. The skeleton just appeared and I'm like, no, immediately, just blast. Click. Click, click is not good. Click, click on the video, but not click, click of my gun. Why did you jump over my head? That was me just being annoyed, so I just decided to take it out on them, apparently. Okay, we scraped through that one. Not ideal. Not by any stretch of the imagination, but we scraped through. Seal of Greed will work for us right now. Sell Tommy gun, buy Tommy gun. Sell lever shotgun. Buy double shotgun. Yes, yes. This all works. That's all perfectly well and fine. I'm not sure if the lever shotgun or the double shotgun is better, if I'm honest, but the answer is the shotgun that works is the best shotgun. Imagine if the game auto-collected items at the end of a room for you. How much more powerful the Seal of Greed would be at that point, which is probably part of why that's not a thing. Quit it with the chain ghost respawning. I'm losing money because of that. The fact that ghosts can make more ghosts remains just so upsetting. Like, it's funny that that happens, but it's just so upsetting at the same time. Sir, cease. Seal of Greed's so dangerous to use when ghosts could pop out of any enemy. I think the rats are using Scorps. I didn't actually look that closely, but I feel like that's true. Oh god. I immediately got multi-shocked and shoved into a corner. I feel like 65% is not accurate there, but that's fine. I said that was gonna be the last run, so I'm gonna stop myself there. I could push my luck and keep going, but no. People are gonna be stuck in ads as we end, but that's okay. I don't want to overdo it. Wow, a lot of people are playing Repo today. Funny how that works, considering we'll be playing that on Thursday, as was announced before. Just interesting to see just the sheer amount of them all playing it, though. Let's see, where are we going today? Oh wow, lots of interesting things going on today. I love and hate when there's so many interesting things going on, because now it's hard to decide again. It's tricky when there's this many. I'm betting some of these are probably gonna be ending soon, just based on what I know about people's schedules, which helps trim the list down a little bit. Though I would need to check them, because obviously since the people that are doing repo are doing collabs, then obviously they'd be potentially outside of their normal schedules. And I may not raid one of the repo people anyway, just so I can keep it a surprise for y'all if you haven't seen the game already. I don't know. I need to make quick decisions on that, and as you have all seen, I'm not good at quick decisions of this type. So just bear with me on that one. Which, speaking of, we may as well go through schedule while I'm making this decision. Now that people are probably back from... Now people are coming back from ads now. Schedule coming up is tomorrow is Monster Hunter Freedom Unite with Pazzy and Vale as usual. Thursday will be Repo with, to my current knowledge, Vale, Char, Moth, myself, of course, Nixie, who you saw during the last Lethal Company we did, and I believe it was Pika, one of Moth's friends, is the last remaining member of that group. And then Friday's still a little up in the air, and then Saturday is back to Minecraft, as long as nothing gets in the way of that. And of course, the typical, if nothing else gets in the way of it, for Thursday as well. Theoretically, as far as I know, it's supposed to be the usual collab time for... Or the new usual collab time for Thursday, by the way. It should be somewhere in the, like, 6 p.m. Eastern range. Which, remember, Daylight Savings Time's fucked things up again. So, it'll be an hour different for those not in an area affected by Daylight Savings Time yet. So, bear that in mind as well. There's gonna be a little bit of a modification there. I wish I was faster at making decisions because I'm too fast at reading off my... Oh, I'm not even reading anything. I don't know why I said that. This is all coming right off the brain. I'm reading my list here, but I'm not reading the schedule off because I don't write my schedule down. I need to do that at some point, but I don't do it. It's honestly one of the bad things I do as far as organization and everything goes, is I don't write down my schedule. But it's also subject to my whim to a certain degree, so it feels weird to write the schedule down when I can end up just changing it at any time. That makes sense. I don't know. It's tricky at times on things like that. I could go somewhere new tonight. I want to go somewhere new tonight. Do I have the energy for that? It's like, that's the biggest question I have right now, is do I go somewhere new, or do I go somewhere I've been before? And you know what? Coin, tell me. Heads is new, Tails is old. Okay, Tails is old, and that's where we're going. As my entire list just shuffled and fucking broke my brain for a second. Let me see how far along this one is before we go there. Oh, only an hour in. Perfect. That will work out great then. I know it's a little bit of a short one today, but since we got a late start, I don't want to overdo it and throw off my internal schedule too hard. Obviously, my schedule for Mondays was already a little topsy-turvy because of having the Freedom Unite collab be Mondays before, but I do what I want. We will be going to see Bexters, who you have definitely seen me bring y'all to numerous times, and Bexters has returned the favor a fair few times as well, of course. And one of the wonderful people I've met at this point. But it's been a little bit since we've shown her some love, so it's about due, I think. They seem to be doing some interesting looking stuff here. Children of Clay, and then doing the rest of Dredge. So that should be fun for y'all to figure out what's going on with. As always, thank you all for taking the time to be here. I honestly didn't expect Gruel to go 3 hours, if I'm honest. I thought I was going to end up switching before we got to this point, so that's good. Yeah, I don't really have that much else to add. Remember to take a look at the rest of that link tree if you're interested in any of the stuff you've seen today. That feels weird to add that one when I don't usually do that. Anyway, be good to Bexter, she's good people, and I will see you tomorrow night, hopefully. Good night, everybody.